You see, when you copy and paste with the Control V, you get to see this control drop down that comes right towards the bottom right hand side of the cell where you are pasting. Now when you click on the drop down for that control, you will see a list of different options for pasting. Right now, I want to go through some of these options right now. Okay, but for me to go through these options and show you, a lot of things that are at play, I would like to make use of a cell that has more things going on, right? So this cell, for example, just has the values inside of it. But if I come to this cell that I have on my column G, it's a column that has to do with 15% of the employee's salary. So you see that the value in this cell is driven by a formula, which is 15% of the cell before it. And also, you will also see that the cell is shaded blue, right? That means a lot more is going on there. So if that's the kind of cell that I am copying, so with a Control C on that cell, if I come right here and I Control V there, you will see that the value you are seeing is not exactly what I've copied. That's because when you do Control V, you are basically pasting everything that you have found from the cell you copied. Okay, now the cell I copied is blue. You see, when I pasted, I have pasted, color blue. Now, the second thing is the cell I copied did not really have a value per se. It was more or less driven by a formula that says, 15% of the previous cell. So for example, this is the cell I copied from cell G, and it was doing 15% of the previous cell, which is 15% of cell F2. So when I pasted, this will also do a 15% of the previous cell as well. So whenever you use Control V, you will always see this drop down here that allows you to select how you want to paste. Okay, so it has basically gone with the first option when you just Control V without using the control to select the kind of pasting that you want. Now, if I go to check the second option, you see second option says paste formulas. That means, while you have copied everything from cell G2, I want you to paste only the formula. And only the formula is what? 15% of the previous cell. That means don't paste the blue color. Just paste only the formula. So if I had used that option instead, you would have seen that it only pasted the blue, it only pasted the 15% formula alone. Okay, now you will also see that it kind of like comes with a different kind of number format. So the cell I copied from was in 2 decimal places. By the time I am pasting, it comes as 3 decimal places. So if I click on the drop down, you see that the next option basically is, formulas and number formatting. That means paste the formula and also paste, the kind of number format that you have seen there, right? So this number format has 1,000 separator and 2 decimal places. The kind of pasting I have right now doesn't have 1,000 separator and it comes with 3 decimal places. But if I use the next option, formulas and number formats, we are going to see that I now have 2 decimal places and 1,000 separator as well. Now let's see the next one. So let's still click on the drop down, and the next option says keep source formatting. That means if I use this option now, it's going to keep that color blue that we had in that cell and every other thing that I have copied. Okay, let's go and check what we have next. Right, so the next one basically is to paste without borders, and then we have keep source width, and then we have transpose. We'll come back to look at transpose. Right now, this set of pasting options are going to paste more like the things you see. Basically, it will involve the formula that you are copying from that cell. You have a different option of pasting right here that is called values. Now, if I use paste values, which is the very first option, you see that it now pastes what? It pastes the exact value I copied. That means it's not pasting the formula now, it's pasting the value that I have copied. And if you go check the option, you see it also did not paste, the blue color as well. The next option you have there is place values and number formatting, which we basically just keep, a thousand separator and 2 decimal places. All right. So now let's go look at how you paste and transpose. So let's say I copy this list from number 2 to number 8 now, which is currently arranged inside one single column. If I copy this, I can basically come right here, paste with Control V, then I can select the drop down and select transpose, right? So this is a transpose. If I use that transpose option, then it's going to paste it, across a single row instead of inside a single column.